So if you're looking at me and you feel like you want to take out a book, it's because we're in the media center at the Coakley Middle School. And lots been done since last time. I feel like I say that every time, but a lot's been done since we visited with you, Bethany, from WT Rich. So tell us what's been going on.
I think I say the same thing every time too, a lot. You'll see a lot of finishes going up right now. We are in that final stretch right now of finishes. A lot of punch list above ceiling work before we're whiting out the ceilings that we're starting on the upper floors now. So those ceiling tiles are going in. Once that's done, we're going to do some finish paint, get some cleaners in there, right? So we've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot of starting up of equipment. Electrical is going live. Lighting's been going live. And we're just working our way down the building. We just took the dance floor down in the auditorium. So we're getting that area ready to finish. So there's a lot of different areas of this project, but we're hitting them all.
So remind people, we talked about it last time, the dance floor. What do you mean by that?
Sorry, yes, the scaffolding. We installed scaffolding in the auditorium because right now the auditorium is stepped and pitched to accommodate the fixed seating that will eventually go in there. So to make that all flat so people could work off those spaces, we put scaffolding up to level that out. So that's now out of the way, so now we can start to some finishes in there.
And apparently after hours they turn it into a disco. That's why they call it the dance floor. I might have made that up. So we were up on the 4th floor. We look at, that's further along than we're on the 2nd floor now, right?
Yep.
So I noticed in 2 sections we walked around, there was a green 8 and a yellow 8. What was that all about?
Yeah, it's gold, I learned.
So sorry.
Gold, not yellow. We have gold, green, and blue, and we've talked about the zones of the building. The building's split into thirds. Each zone has a different color, and each floor is a different grade. So you have 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then each zone you have green, blue, and gold. So what you see going up now is wallpaper with some numbers, right, labeling where you are, but we also have wall colors that match. We have floor colors that match. Some of the wall tile matches. So the color scheme follows you through that space.
Yeah, so if you're on the gold or the green team, you just got a sneak preview of part of what if you're 7th grade gold, and you've got a sneak preview of what the 8th is going to look like.
Yeah.
All right, so walking around, we saw the gym. They're putting in the floor.
The floor is going in.
So acclimation has taken place. I don't know why I get obsessed with acclimation. First of all, tell the folks what acclimation is on this.
It's when we bring the wood floor into a space so it gets used to the environment it's going to be in. We actually have some humidifiers in there now. And yeah, it's been here for about 3 weeks at this point, and they had laid it all out and spread it out. So what they're doing now is actually nailing it in place. So it's not, we're going to work into sanding and finishing, but right now they're just getting it all set.
So maybe next time I'll be able to shoot a hoop from there. Actually, we should let Megan do it because she's a way better shot than I. All right, what else we got up there?
Upstairs? Honestly, we're pretty close to just shutting the doors and locking it and staying out of that space. Again, there's some testing and balancing and equipment work, a lot of inspections that we have to do, a lot of what's called commissioning of systems to make sure they're operating correctly. So that's really going to be our focus from now until June. We've also started meeting with some of the site work subs because it's going to be warm before we know it. So
when we were walking around, we saw that in the kitchen area, there was a lot of equipment.
Yep, kitchen equipment's here on the 3rd floor and the 1st floor. So you have a 7th and 8th grade kitchen with the commons on the 3rd floor. Then you have 5th and 6th grade down on the 1st floor with the commons down there. And yeah, all the equipment's here, so they're starting the tie-ins of all that equipment.
Okay, and since we're in the media center, just over my right, well, not over my right shoulder, but around the corner is the TV studio. So tell us about that.
Yeah, it's honestly right now it looks like every other room in the place, but it's dark, has some dark ceilings in there, and it's all prepped with lots of in-wall work, right, to get you access to other spaces. So I know there's a lot of work between that and the auditorium space that the NCM will be using.
What can we expect in the next month or so?
Sure. So basically the same activities that Bethany mentioned are going to continue kind of in that cycle and sequence mode of construction where up on the 4th and 3rd floor, we received sign-off from the building officials in town. So we're starting to flood those ceilings, which is install all the white ceiling tiles to fill up the ceilings to make it look like a totally complete space. And then we'll be able to do some punch list items, do some touch-up painting, and then lock those doors and walk out of those rooms and wait for the students to arrive in September. Down on the 1st floor is where we're seeing a lot of our activity in the kind of one-off specialty spaces where we have hardwoods going down in the gym. Then those will be finished in the next month, and then we'll be finishing the surface of that floor. In the auditorium, we're seeing the finishes for that space go in. The ceiling has been completed. We're seeing wall finishes now with some wood paneling. And then we'll see the seating arrive, auditorium seating arrive in the next 6 weeks, month to 6 weeks. And then also on the first floor, we have the black box theater, which is coming along with the ceiling being installed in that space as well. And then the typical classrooms on the first floor, seeing there, you know, the same items, the counters, casework, and flooring, and things like that.
So how's it look to turning the building over in June?
Very good, very good. We're heading right towards that, and again, turning the building over in early June to get some of the principal and some of her staff in here working out of the summer, and then getting the owner's team in here to do some of the AV startups and things like that, and then we'll be ready for students end of August, early September.
As promised, I'm back with a celebrity, Cheryl Lido, who is the 2025 Tradeswoman of the Year in Massachusetts. Or is it the whole world?
I think it's just Massachusetts, but I'm honored either way.
So you get the award next month, I guess.
Yes, March 6th.
And how do you get it?
Actually, I don't know, but apparently my team at WT Rich nominated me, as well as someone from Building Pathways, which is a pre-apprenticeship program where I teach part-time in the fall. They nominated me and some personal friends, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I can see that it is. And I'd be excited. As a matter of fact, I am excited for you.
Thank you.
So you talked a little bit about your teaching, but you've had kind of an extraordinary career, in my humble opinion. Tell us about it.
Well, I've been at it for 35 years, so I've done a wide range of things. I started out as an apprentice, not really knowing much about construction. I had some hands-on skills because I went to art school and I
Okay.
majored in sculpture, so I had some tool experience. But I went through the 4-year apprenticeship. I graduated, no problems. About 10 years in, I became a foreman on the Big Dig. Really enjoyed that. It was very hard at the time. You know, we're talking 2000 actually at this point. And then I just kept working and taking advantage of any opportunity that came. As a superintendent, I became a teacher. I ran my training program that I graduated from. And really, I'm looking forward to the next few years where I can just do my job and hopefully retire